we share, with a dash of this and a pinch of that, mixed all up with care. The best company and conversation, recipes and new creations. We're cooking up something good here at home. We are cooking up something good here at home.
Well, hello, at-home family. We're so glad you joined us today. What a wonderful day it is. This is the day that the Lord hath made, and we will rejoice. It's a choice. I've decided I'm going to rejoice today. No matter what's going on, I'm rejoicing because God gave us the very air that we're breathing. You know, when you crawled out of bed this morning, you could see, you could hear, you could talk, you could walk, you could get dressed, get your shower, get dressed, get something. I mean, that's a lot to be thankful for. Many people can't. And we're right in the middle of the most exciting time of the year because it's harvest time. I want you to look at this bowl of wonderful tomatoes and zucchini. I'm sure if you have been growing tomatoes or zucchini, you know that this time of the year you have a lot. What's the old joke about, you know, somebody goes out and when they come home there's a surprise on your porch? It's a zucchini. Why not? There's so many versatile ways to use it up. We're going to do that today. And then tomatoes. Don't you just love these tomatoes? These are beautiful. These are Romas. You can tell by the size and the shape of them. We have some little cherry tomatoes and the big beauties that we're going to make a wonderful salad. All of that going on. But I'm excited because I want you to take a look at this right here. These are cupcakes. I love cupcakes. I love them for every event. They're even doing wedding cakes with cupcakes now. And you know, we've been celebrating our 20th anniversary of At Home. And in continuation of that, we are having it's called officially the At Home's 20th Anniversary Cupcake Bake-Off. That's exactly right. You have an opportunity to come to my kitchen here on the set here at Home, and you can present your favorite, grandma's favorite, anybody's favorite cupcake recipe, but you have to send it in. You have to send your name, your address, your phone number, daytime phone number, and of course, be sure you do the recipe in completeness. And we are going to pick 3 of the top most fascinating cupcakes. Now, if you're just going to do a plain chocolate cupcake with the white icing, I don't think that's going to be a winner. I want some unusual things, okay? And fully decorated one. And if you can put a picture in with it, that would be great too. And then they have to be here at our studios at the address on the screen no later than October the 20th, because we're going to pick the 3 that are going to come and they're going to bake their cupcakes here in the studio, and then we're going to have some judges here and they're going to decide who's the first place winner. You get a blue ribbon and $50 cash first place. I can't wait because you know what, that's going to be so cool because we're going to see some different things. It's going to be great. I can't wait. If you've got a killer cupcake recipe, you know, you need to send it in. And what is an anniversary without a cake, particularly a cupcake? So get them in soon. October 20th is the deadline. All right? All right, folks, we're going to take our hint, and when we come back, we're starting to use our zucchini and tomatoes for a great meal you don't want to miss. We'll be right back. Here's today's at-home hint. To remove stubborn, burned-on stains from your casserole dishes, fill the pan with warm water, add a fresh dryer sheet to the bottom of the pan, and let soak for 15 minutes. Wash and rinse thoroughly. If you've got a helpful hint, we'd like to hear from you. Send your hint to At Home Hints, Cornerstone Television, Wall, Pennsylvania, 15148-1499. Well, Patty's here with us, and we're doing a harvest dinner. And you're going to start with dessert first because it has to bake.
Exactly.
And she's going to make something called lemon zucchini drop cookies. Now, I've always made the zucchini breads in that, but these are cookies, something different. Is this a good recipe?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So get us started. Tell us what you're going to do.
All right. You start with a half a cup of butter. And
soft butter,
yeah,
right?
Soft butter and a cup of sugar. And you just cream it with your mixer. Oh, it'd be nice if it stayed in there, huh?
So you want to use your electric mixer for that, because that creams it so much quicker and easier.
Right.
Okay, so while she's creaming that, I'm making a sweet and sour tomato salad. Look at these gorgeous tomatoes. Oh, this is the time, use them up. You can also freeze them by washing them off, keep them whole, put them in Ziploc freezer bags, put them in your freezer, bring them out as needed, and as they start to thaw, peel off the skin. Put them in, you can cut them just for a sandwich, you can put them in sauces, you can make anything with them. That's an easy way. You don't have to can like we used to can everything. You don't have to do that so much anymore.
That's nice. Well,
Okay.
I put an egg and fresh peeled lemon peel, teaspoon of that,
Okay.
and 1 cup of freshly grated zucchini.
Now, did you grate that in the food processor or
No,
just on
actually,
a
I
box
did it
grater?
with the box grater.
Okay.
And then
But you could do that if you're doing a lot, like if you're going to
Yeah.
make batches of these
Yeah,
to
if
throw
you're
in the
making a
freezer.
lot, yeah, do that. But it was
Now-
just as easy to use the.
Yeah. Now, all I'm doing here, this calls for 7 big, large tomatoes sliced thin. You don't want big, thick slices like you put on a sandwich. You want thin slices because the sauce that we're going to put on this is going to permeate the whole tomato. It's going to be so good. This is a lot of cutting here, but it's all right.
There's a lot of cutting.
Hey, get the hub ready. Get him over
Right.
here cutting these, right?
Exactly.
While you're doing the other stuff.
Exactly. Now, this all I do is add 2 cups of flour,
2 flour, okay.
and then a teaspoon of soda and a teaspoon of powder,
Oh, both of them, okay.
and then a teaspoon of cinnamon and a half a teaspoon of salt.
Oh, okay.
It's so simple.
Yeah, very easy. And you know, and I know that there are raisins and walnuts that are going to go in this.
Right.
And I'm going to ask you if you would hold back on the walnuts on this one and just put the raisins
Just
in.
raisins?
Yeah, because some people, you know, we
Still
made
like
another,
nuts.
yeah. And some
can't eat
people
them.
can't. That's exactly right. And I think a lot of times we're just throwing the nuts into everything and not thinking about people that can't. So I try to do a cookie that will, you know,
Do you want more raisins in it then, or just keep the
you
same
know
half
what?
cup?
You could. Yeah, you could put a few more in.
Okay.
If you don't mind doing that. I
Yeah,
think
no,
I should have
not at
told
all.
you that, but I just was thinking about that as I was looking at that, and I thought, you know, you make zucchini bread or banana bread, you put walnuts in it, you know, and it's
Right.
just nice to do something a little bit different.
I made banana muffins the other day and didn't put nuts in it and felt so weird not putting nuts in
Yeah,
them.
but it tasted good though, didn't
Oh,
it?
it was delicious.
Yeah, tasted good.
Delicious.
Sure. I like that. You know, I don't know about you, but I'm constantly looking for ways to use up zucchinis. And I love it when people give them to me. We don't grow them, but I always seem to have zucchinis in my fridge. And I love the new, unusual, different ways of preparing it, just something different, like a cookie. I've always made the breads, and I like the breads, and people, I always enjoy giving those away, but it's nice to do a cookie, just something different. And if you have a lot, you can make big batches of this, put them in your freezer. You know, the key is just, the air is your enemy, and you want to put that in a Ziploc or something and get all the air out before you seal it.
Didn't we make an apple pie one time with zucchini?
Uh-huh.
And it was out of this world.
They do a fake, it's called a fake apple pie or something. They
Something
use
like that. It was
zucchini
out of this world.
instead of the apples. But
I remember making it. It was really
oh
good.
yeah, definitely. That's a long time ago. Long time. I'm excited about the bake-off that we're going to be doing with the cupcakes because
Who wouldn't be?
I'm telling you, you know why I like cupcakes? Because they're so easy to serve. You don't have to have a plate. You don't have to have a knife. You don't have to have a spoon.
All you need is a napkin.
Yeah, and the thing too is, if, you know, I've been to some weddings where when they start to cut the cake starts really looking bad, and then the crumbs are everywhere, and they can't keep it cleaned up, and it just doesn't look nice.
One that's the big deal now is cupcake wedding cakes.
Sure.
Did one not long ago.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you have that recipe, please get it in the mail, because we wouldn't want yours to come the day late when, you know, we're saying, oh, sorry, it's too late, didn't get here. Don't procrastinate, do it today, okay, so we can get a good idea. I'm going to have a flood over here pretty soon, because all this
tomatoes.
tomato juice, but I'm going to just dump that right in that bowl if I get it there before it goes everywhere else. Didn't do too good there.
That's all right.
That's all right. Not to worry.
Nope.
Sometimes it gets ahead of you there.
Yeah.
One more mater after this one. And how are you doing? Oh, you're already,
Then I'm dropping them. It's a drop by drop by tablespoon.
okay. And they don't, what do they bake at?
375.
Which is a little bit hotter for a cookie than normal, huh?
Yep, and they just bake them to a nice light little brown.
Yeah.
You get about 3.5 dozen cookies.
Okay. And then we're going to put a nice icing on that in the next segment. We want to do that because that would be a little dry, I think. It would just be nice to put something else on
Yeah,
there.
this would be a nice soft cookie, though.
Yeah. These tomatoes are making my mouth water so bad.
They smell wonderful.
Yum, yum,
I
yum,
love
yum.
tomatoes.
And they're not, Paul always calls them, when you get them in the middle of the winter and they're like pink. They're anemic. I don't want them.
No, these are beautiful.
I understand. Okay. Let me get this out of the way. Put that to the side. Now I'm going to make my sauce for this. And let me get my tomatoes over here. And this is just half a cup of sugar. And you can do this more or less to your desire. If you want it sweeter or not so sweet, it's up to you. And then we have, this is just plain white vinegar, half a cup, sweet and sour, okay? This is good olive oil. You want to go next with that, just like that, okay? Now I'm going to add my half of a red onion, and you see how we cut it in half moons? And then you want to separate those. Just separate them out. Put them in there. Seems like we have a lot there. Okay, and then salt and pepper. And we're using the coarse salt. Tomatoes really like salt, so can be a little generous with that. And then some pepper. I'm mixing up. She's got them in the oven. We come back, more of our zucchini and tomato show. Stay with us. Okay, if you're just joining us, we're doing our zucchini and tomato harvest dinner. And we're using those ingredients in what we're making. We've already made our dessert. We've got some great cookies, and I'm going to be making the icing for them. And Patty is now doing a farfalle pasta with zucchini and lemon cream sauce. Oh my. She's got 4 cups of thinly sliced zucchini and some cloves of garlic in there and some olive oil.
Yeah.
That needs to cook about 8 minutes because we want to really get some brown on that and get some flavor going. And then we have ricotta cheese, mascarpone cheese, Parmesan cheese, fresh lemon peel. Oh, it's going to make it good. Salt and pepper and some
Fresh basil.
fresh basil. That is going to be awesome. We're cooking some sausages over there. Just brown them off just to add a meat to that, so if you want it or not. So Patty, just go ahead and do yours. I'm going to sit over here and make my frosting, which is your basic cream cheese frosting. I've got a stick of butter, package of cream cheese here, soft, and I've just mixed them together. Now I'm going to add 2 cups of powdered sugar and just a bit of vanilla. And we're just going to give this a little go here. What's going on? We doing good?
I'm just mixing the cheeses and the lemon right now.
So that doesn't go in the skillet. That's the sauce there. And we're going to be adding some of the pasta water to that to thin that sauce down. That's going to be great. That's going to be good. And those farfalles are those little bow ties. I love them.
Oh, I do too.
And they only cook for just about 12 minutes. Still have a little bite to them.
It
They're going to be
smells
good.
so good with that cheese and
Oh,
lemon.
yeah.
Oh my goodness, I just want to jump in the bowl.
Yeah, why not, huh?
Basil.
Okay, you won't be hearing me for a while. How many?
Yeah.
I think that's supposed to serve 6 people, Patty.
Yes. Yeah, that's what it says. 6 servings.
Great.
Oh yeah.
Wonderful. Okay.
And what do you think about the zucchini? Do you think we're about there?
No, I think we need to give it a little bit more
A
color.
little longer?
Yeah. Because I think that's what's going to make it flavorful. You don't want it to taste boiled. You want it to get that fried taste to it.
Okay.
Really tastes good that way. Okay, these are the cookies that we did in the first segment. This is awesome. There's walnuts, there's raisins, and there's grated zucchini. What a nice cookie. Look at the brown on it. Isn't it beautiful? Very, very nice. Now, all we're going to do is add our cream cheese frosting. Now, if you don't like cream cheese, you can do a glaze, just a plain, just really milk and powdered sugar if you wanted to. That's fine. I just kind of like to beef it up a little bit. And this makes about 3½ dozen. Nice size cookies, very nice size. We drop those by tablespoon. I like this icing for these cookies, Patty, don't you?
Yo, I love cream cheese icing for just about everything.
Right, now she's going to add about 1/4 cup of the pasta water to that sauce that she's making with the cheese. And I'm noticing now is you keep that pasta water because that's got a lot of taste to it. And that adds a nice touch
look how
too.
nice.
You look how creamy it got.
It looks wonderful.
And you know the nice part about this, when that pasta, our pasta's already cooked, and when that zucchini's done, all you do is put those two together. Put them together, and you don't even have to put that in to cook or anything. That's ready to go
And then
because
it's
that's all
done.
cheeses.
Oh, wow.
And that fresh,
That's nice and easy, too.
the fresh lemon peel in that is incredible.
Yes.
This is a quick zucchini pasta, a meal. I mean, you have that in 15 minutes if you really step to it.
What do you
Okay.
think of this? I think the garlic's getting kind
Okay,
of
I
cooked.
think we should take it out then. Now, how are the sausages? We doing okay with the sausages? over
Sausages
there?
are looking good.
Okay.
Zucchini's looking good. Now just put the
Well,
zucchini in here.
I would put my pasta in there first.
Okay.
Get that in the sink.
Should I
draining.
redip it in the...
No, I think it'll be fine. It'll be fine. We cooked it earlier and it's been draining in the sink, so I think it'll be fine. Maybe you should
Okay.
run that underwater. Oh, it'll break apart.
Yeah, it's breaking.
And the other thing is, once you get this together, if it seems like it's still thick, you can add a little bit. You don't want to go crazy with that pasta water, because then you're going to have watery flavors. And you
Right.
don't want that. But you can keep adding it like a tablespoon at a time, that little bit, until you get it the consistency that you like.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is coming apart nicely.
Just mix it well, and it will be
Oh,
fine.
yeah. It's perfect.
And I think when you put the zucchini in there, let's drop that in there right now,
Okay.
because that'll help to loosen
Get
that
it
up
going.
too.
Okay.
You know, we always start out with bowls that we think will be plenty big enough. And by the time you get everything put in the bowls, we're like, can we have
Yeah.
a bigger bowl?
I know.
Pretty soon we're just going to start to cook in vats, because we try to make enough food for the crew and everybody to enjoy a little bit, just to get a taste. So
Oh, this looks incredible.
I tell you, I wish you could smell it, because it does smell great.
Oh,
It smells really, really good. And that and having some sweet sausages cooking beside it, that's nothing shabby, folks. That smells like yum supper.
oh yeah.
You know, if you want to do pork chops, or if you do some kind of a meat that you don't have a gravy or don't need a gravy, this is a perfect pasta for that. Truly perfect pasta. So,
Oh, this does it. Looks incredible. And I love zucchini.
I
Just
do
about
too.
any way.
I love to just, one of the guys here that runs camera, Mike, said to me, he likes to split them lengthwise and then just hit them with a little bit of olive oil
Oh, my.
and just let them brown off.
Oh, that sounds good.
Oh, my goodness. Awesome.
My mom used to make it with onions and a tomato sauce.
Oh,
And,
okay.
oh, it was delicious.
And you know, you always think when you do this kind of stuff, oh, it has to be in a tomato sauce, but it doesn't.
Nope.
It can be in all kinds of, you know, just whatever. Like, I've never seen a cookie recipe that wasn't real dry, but these are very moist cookies.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, as I'm doing this, this is very moist. This is not dry. In fact, it's sticking a little bit to my fingers, and that's a good sign.
Maybe because of zucchini. The
I'm
zucchini
sure that-
keeps
oh,
things
yeah,
so
I'm sure.
moist.
And when you're making zucchini breads, try adding just like a half a cup of sour cream to your batter. It makes all the difference in the world, because that makes it not so dry. That moistens
Oh,
and keeps
yeah.
it moist. Yes, sir.
Look at these. These are pretty. Look how nice this looks.
Beautiful.
It
Beautiful.
does. It looks pretty.
Okay, let's check on those
Sausages.
sausages. And I'm going to keep doing my icing. And when we come back, we have a big surprise for you. So when we come back, we're going to be in our newly refurbished, no longer dining room, it's now a hearth room. Don't want to miss it. Stick around. We'll be back in just a minute. I told you, here we are in our brand new hearth room. Isn't this lovely? Beautiful, comfortable setting. You know, we can have parties here. You can sit down at a table and read a book, whatever. It's a little bit more relaxed. We just thought that it takes the pressure of a big, fancy, formal dining room, because a lot of people don't have them. It's okay if you do, but it's nice to have a relaxing atmosphere, because we have cooked up some wonderful, wonderful things today. This tomato salad, I'm telling you, with that sweet and sour dressing on it, and the longer you leave these sit in that, the better they get. You're going to want to make sure, if you're going to use these, and you possibly can for a party, make them in the morning and don't refrigerate them. Let them set out. They will not spoil. That's an awesome salad that you're really, really going to like, okay? And then next to it, we have our pasta. This is our farfalle that has zucchini in it, and it has a wonderful lemon cream sauce. I'm telling you, there's a little bite to that still. It doesn't have exactly the mushy flavor that you have sometimes with pasta. This is a perfect pasta for everybody. And then we just browned off some gorgeous sausages. Look at those. That's a sweet sausage I put with that. And I think that rounds out the meal nicely, because if you wanted to do hamburgers with that, if you wanted to do pork chops, whatever, meatballs, whatever, you can do that. If you don't have to have a gravy, this is perfect. This is a nice combination. And then, of course, we did our zucchini drop cookies. Look at that. I'm telling you, these are the most tasty. Look how moist that is. It breaks apart in your hand. That's how moist it is. That's unusual for a cookie like this. But I'm telling you, you put raisins, and you can leave them out. That's optional. Walnuts, optional. Whatever you want to do is fine. I think that this is a great clean up the garden type dinner that you can have. You can have corn on the cob with this. Wouldn't that be a nice addition? It's a wonderful, well-balanced meal. Well, we're so glad that you came along with us today, and be sure to join us the next time, because it just wouldn't be the same without you. We'll see you then. God bless.
Furnishings provided by Levin Furniture, featuring Lane's Country Living Collection. Food provided by Jordan Banana Company, wholesalers of fresh fruit and vegetables in Trevosburg, Pennsylvania.
Cornerstone Television wishes to thank all our faithful viewers whose consistent prayers and financial support have made this program possible.